Walking the beautifully clean streets of Vienna, on my way to Stad Park to meet Natalia by the Beethoven Strauss statue. Since he created the waltz, I'm noticing I got a bit more pep in my step than usual. The Soviet War Memorial, a semicircular white marble colonnade partially enclosing a 12-meter figure of a Red Army soldier, was unveiled in 1945. The Heroes Monument of the Red Army in Vienna was built to commemorate the 17,000 Soviet soldiers that fell in the battle for Vienna in World War II.
So what were you saying about that whole bow? It was part of the reason why you came here to learn the history of...
Yeah, well, basically, being a musician is not only, classical musician especially, it's not only about reading the notes and basically it's like a reproductive thing. The composer, he writes something and you're like the one who is like reproducing it, yeah. So you're learning and you're trying to understand, and then on a way you want to like add your own thing.
Reproducing it.
Yeah, reproducing. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So and basically all the things that I don't know, but I think I came basically to Vienna because you always want to learn more, and you want to search to the things, you want to read about things, you want to meet people who will tell you different stories about also the teachers and all the things, like the knowledge they have to give it to you. So basically I came to Vienna to understand better why did Johann Strauss made the waltz, or how did Mozart live here, and what was the time. So it's not only about playing the notes, it's also about, so basically all the things that are written, it's not everything important is not written. So yeah, it's like when you're learning about history, about finding out what happened, what dresses they had, what was the physics of playing. I mean, they had different bows, they had like, so when you add all together, then you're searching your own, like it's a point of being an artist basically. So you're like taking your thing out on the sun.
Nice.
All right, we're running out of time, and I got a lot of churches to go discover. The Votive Church is one of the most important neo-Gothic religious architectural sites in the world. Built on the site of a failed knife attack on Emperor Franz Joseph, 26-year-old Heinrich von Ferstel chose to build the cathedral in the neo-Gothic style, borrowing heavily from the architecture of Gothic French. Construction began in 1856, and it was dedicated 26 years later on April 24th, 1879, the occasion of the Silver Jubilee of the royal couple. St. Michael's Church is one of the oldest churches in Vienna. It's also one of the few remaining Romanesque buildings. Dedicated to the Archangel Michael, St. Michael's Church is located across from St. Michael's Gate at the Hofburg Palace. Over its long history spanning more than 8 centuries, the church has incorporated a melody of architectonic styles. St. Charles Church is a Baroque church located on the south side of the Karlsblatt and designed by Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erlach. Widely considered the most outstanding Baroque church in Vienna, as well as one of the city's greatest buildings. St. Charles Church is dedicated to St. Charles Borromeo, one of the great reformers of the 16th century. The Scottish Abbey is a Roman Catholic monastery founded in Vienna in 1155 when Henry II brought Irish monks to Vienna. The monks did not come directly from Ireland, but came instead from St. Jacob's, an Irish monastery in Regensburg, Germany. Since 1625, the abbey has been a member of the Austrian congregation. And last, St. Stephen's Cathedral is the mother church of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Vienna and the seat of the Archbishop of Vienna, Christoph Cardinal Schonenberg. The current Romanesque and Gothic form of the cathedral, seen today in the Stephensplatz, was largely initiated by Duke Rudolf IV and stands on the ruins of two earlier churches, the first a parish church consecrated in 1147. The most important religious building in Austria's capital, St. Stephen's Cathedral, has borne witness to many important events in the nation's history and has, with its multicolored tiled roof, become one of the city's most recognizable symbols. Wow, what a beautiful city. I mean, seriously. As a musician, it's the perfect place to get inspired. Seeing the same sights and smelling the same smells and inspired some of the classic musicians such as Mozart, Beethoven, Strauss, and so much more. It's an amazing feeling. Strudel, anyone? Next, we head to Budapest.
It's recording.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. And that when you mentioned the waltz, that's why we came here. That's what we're gonna talk about. But that's good because that's why we came, wasn't it? Because the statue. So what was it about there's something about the waltz you were gonna say or something? Is it, or just that was?
Stop. Like.